For decades, researchers have been monitoring and studying communication among whales. Why do they sing? What do these songs mean? What is the intention behind these vocalizations? For these questions, science already has various theories and explanations. Now, a human communicating with a whale, is that possible? Scholars claim it is. In December 2023, an unprecedented event shook the scientific community. Researchers from UC Davis, the Alaska Whale Foundation, and the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence engaged in a 20-minute dialogue with a humpback whale. As if this extraordinary feat were not enough, scientists believe they can use the same technique used in this incredible contact to also communicate with extraterrestrials. How would that happen? Nature calls us once again to the depths of the ocean, and this time this music will travel beyond the planet. It's time to pay attention to this beautiful song. Listen, this is Earth Echoes. Whales. Every year, the majestic ocean travelers complete a full journey around the planet. These true aquatic pilgrims, known to be the largest living beings on Earth, navigate the open seas, departing from their feeding areas in the polar circles to the tropics, where they gather annually for reproduction. Beyond their imposing size, which can exceed 30 meters in length, these professional tourists also stand out for breaking the intimidating silence of the deep and mysterious waters of the oceans. Renowned for their melodious and complex songs, these sea singers enchant and intrigue everyone with their melody. In each region, ocean sirens sing a unique song. This melody subtly transforms from season to season, and when different families meet in spring. These songs internationalize, blending rhythms learned during exchanges. For thousands of years, the songs of these colossal animals have captivated biologists, researchers, scientists, divers, and nature lovers. In fact, just being in the presence of these grand animals helps us understand the fragility and smallness of human beings. Circling the four corners of the planet, we can find up to 86 species of whales, differing in size, shape, behavior, and communication. These gigantic mammals, from the cetacean family, which includes porpoises, dolphins, and orcas, stand out from afar due to their immense size. The blue whale, holding the title of the world's largest animal, measures 33 meters in length and can weigh an impressive 140 tons. Whales also belong to an exclusive class of animals capable of emitting sonar. In the oceans, they break the silence of the waters with ultrasonic sonars, capable of disturbing and even paralyzing creatures around them. This fantastic ability, called echolocation or biosonar, constitutes the sophisticated biological capability of these animals to identify the exact position and distance of objects and animals in their path. These emissions of ultrasonic waves resonate in the environment, striking targets along the way and returning like boomerangs in the form of reflected echoes. As if that weren't enough, some whales are also known as the true sirens of the oceans. Belugas are popularly called sea canaries, but it's the humpbacks that truly shine in this regard, officially known as singing whales. The singing of whales is nothing more than the sound produced by these animals to communicate with each other and with their surroundings. The word song is used to describe the organization and rhythm of these sounds, which follow fixed patterns, much like bird songs. Short sounds represent a word. A series of these units can form a phrase, which in a continuous sequence becomes a theme, and it is these combined themes that form the famous whale song. Individuals from the same family usually sing the same song. In turn, these melodies have similarities according to the region where these giants inhabit. However, identifying similar sounds among whales from different locations suggests cultural exchange between these musical pieces, indicating a high degree of sociability and intelligence in the communication of these mammals. Scientists are still not sure about the exact mechanism behind the vocalized sound production of whales, and attribute this song to a series of complex combinations of the anatomy and behavior of cetaceans. Toothed whales, such as sperm whales, orcas, and dolphins, are known to emit trills, whistles, and deafening clicks, which can exceed 200 decibels. To give an idea of the volume of these sounds, a rock concert by the band Metallica revolves around 110 decibels. Toothless whales, on the other hand, such as the blue whale and humpbacks, are more delicate and sensitive animals, and communicate at a lower frequency through the vocalization of longer and more complex sounds resembling the structure of music. In this sense, humpbacks go even further, demonstrating evolution and refinement in this capacity. While most whales have a kind of continuous fingerprint with only a few small variations throughout life, humpbacks demonstrate a unique ability to modify their songs quickly and radically. As this song evolves, old patterns are no longer repeated. A study by Operation Cetacees in New Caledonia, published in Scientific Reports, supports the idea that these songs were learned on shared migration routes, such as New Zealand or feeding areas like Antarctica. During these great journeys of thousands of kilometers, families from different regions communicate, exchange experiences and musical notes that culminate in the composition of an entirely new song each season. For science, the main hypothesis is that whales sing to communicate, especially during the mating season and to mark their territories. Both female and male whales possess this ability, but it is mainly the males who stand out in the production of the most complex and lengthy pieces. The male humpback sings in an attempt to attract the female, but animals can also change the tone when another whale is nearby to assess the size and shape of a rival. Humpback whales, however, go further and also present the so-called feeding song. It is a long sound, lasting 5 to 10 seconds, of almost constant frequency. They usually feed cooperatively, swimming below the schools and attacking them as they rise through the fish and water. Before these attacks, the whales perform their song. The purpose of the chorus is still unknown, but research suggests that fish understand its meaning. This is because when a recording was played for a group of herring, they responded to the sound by moving away even though there were no whales present in the aquarium. The humpback whale, scientifically known as Megaptera novaeanglii, which means large wings of New England, referring to its enormous pectoral fins and the region of the United States where the species was initially identified, stands out among the most admired and studied whales by science. With a length that can reach up to 16 meters and a weight that can reach about 40 tons, humpbacks are easily distinguishable by the almost black color of their bodies and the notable pectoral fins, which can represent up to a third of the total length of their bodies, usually white. Underwater, humpbacks set their stage and perform grand musical presentations that can last from minutes to hours. Recordings have documented a singing whale singing for 22 consecutive hours, although the exact purpose of this feat remains a mystery. The fascination with these underwater communications leads researchers to use hydrophones and underwater microphones to track and study these songs. This approach often provides crucial information about the distribution and behavior of whales. Now, a new study published in the Peer Journal, entitled Interactive Bioacoustic Playback, as a tool for detecting and exploring non-human intelligence. Conversing with an Alaskan humpback whale reveals the latest out-of-this-world findings. In November 2023, researchers from UC Davis, the Alaska Whale Foundation, and SETI Institute achieved a unique and unprecedented feat in history. They managed to converse with a humpback whale for 20 minutes. According to the report, the dialogue was simple and took place in Alaska. To do this, researchers used what is known as a contact call, which resembles human greetings. The scientists played an audio that sounds like a hello at a radio frequency. Whales use the same sound to call colleagues or to inform the location of relatives and friends. According to Fred Sharp, one of the study's authors, this is one of the most common signals in the social repertoire of humpback whales. To the amazement of the researchers, a whale nicknamed Twain became interested in the signal and began circling the boat after hearing this call. For 20 minutes, scientists played the sound 36 times at different intervals. To confirm, Twain responded to all calls, replicating the pauses during the dialogue. To better understand this dynamic, scientists waited 10 seconds before playing the audio. Twain, in turn, also waited 10 seconds before responding. It was precisely this interspersed and intelligent correspondence of the whale that reaffirmed the intentional exchange of the animal with humans. Brenda McCowan, co-author of the research, states that this conversation can be classified as the first communicative exchange between people and humpback whales in the humpback language. But this project goes beyond the ocean itself and aims to go further, reaching other parts of the universe. Scientists use inhospitable locations on Earth to simulate extreme conditions on other planets. Antarctica, for example, is studied as a parallel to the conditions on Mars. Thus, research with whales also aims to establish and reflect potential extraterrestrial communication. Scientists believe that Twain's behavior may be similar to how aliens might try to establish contact with humans. For this, they work on the development of intelligence filters that can improve the search for alien signals. The goal is to capture any type of communication that may be lost in the atmosphere. With the improvement of these filters, researchers could use them to identify signals coming from space in an attempt to make first contact with an extraterrestrial race. Researcher McCowan emphasizes that there are various intelligences on Earth. By studying them, we can better understand what extraterrestrial intelligence might be like. This is because by improving our understanding of non-human communication in general, we can improve our interaction with different species from ours. In view of this, the project aims to replicate the experiment with other intelligent animals on Earth, such as dolphins and other highly social species, such as meerkats and elephants. The future promises much, and we will be here to share the fascinating next steps of science. These discoveries remind us that Earth echoes from the deepest ocean to the farthest reaches of the universe. If you enjoyed this content, speak whale in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to not miss the next aquatic musicals. Just keep swimming.